Alright, welcome back. It's been a while since I put out a fucking vlog, and I figured it's about time. Just been busy riding and not vlogging. I actually did make a couple of vlogs, but they never got posted because they were timely and my editing wasn't. You know, Christmas got in the way and how-to things just happen to be happening, and you know, whatever. I will be doing vlogs when I feel like doing vlogs, and right now I feel like it. So it's story time, and I basically want you all to tell me what a shithead I am. So I went to Kroger, which is a local grocery store here in Georgia, and upon exiting, I saw in a shopping carriage what looked like a small handbag, you know, about, you know, yay big, and an equally sized electronic device, which I just assumed was a cell phone. You know, I guess it, you know, it was a little big to be a cell phone, but, you know, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what cell phone is what these days? So, walked past it, and, you know, I looked around, wondering if, you know, the person that left it there was, you know, just loading groceries, loading children, or doing whatever they were going to do before going back to get this item. And I didn't see anybody. I saw one car driving by, and I tried to flag him down, but I think he just thought I was calling him an asshole, because he just kind of blew me off and gave me a smug look, and had no interest in what I was trying to say. You know, I was trying to show him, you know, ask him if this was his, and he didn't understand, and he just drove off. So there was no one else around. I mean, it was a busy time in the store. You know, the store was packed full of people. The parking lot was packed full of cars. But there was no one else in the area getting their groceries. So there was no one else around. And my first thought is, maybe I should steal it.
Yeah.
You know, I just, you know, I have been called an asshole once or twice per day in my life.
You dumb asshole!
And so, yeah, I've gone through my kleptomaniac phase, and I have acquired things occasionally of less than legal manners. So my first instinct is to steal. Well, it's not actually stealing, it's finders keepers, motherfucker. Finders keepers, losers weepers, right? That's what I was taught when I grew up. Then I'm like, you know, that's me in my older days. That's not really me anymore, so I'm not about to steal this people's stuff, because that would just, you know, that would ruin their day, and it's just not me anymore. I don't think. Not usually. It's not usually me anymore. So, my second instinct is to just leave. You know, what the fuck do I care? It's not my business, not my problem. Just leave the shit there and take off. So, that's my next instinct. It's just fucking YOLO and drive away. And I actually started doing that. I convinced myself that that was better than stealing. So that, I mean, that's probably true. Better than stealing. Just leave that shit there. And if the person that lost it comes back to find it, you know, good for them. And if not, then, you know, maybe someone else, some other thieving cocksucker will come along and take it and keep it for themselves. So I went to my car and I started driving away. I started driving off in the parking lot, And then I thought to myself, you know, what if a thieving cocksucker does come along and take it? And that would just suck for these people. And I'm not always an asshole. So, and I didn't really have to be anywhere, so I could inconvenience myself and go grab these things, and, you know, maybe there's a lost and found in the store, or I could just leave it with someone at the store, and should someone come along and come looking for this, then some responsible adult, aka not me, will be available to give these people back their belongings. I'm halfway out of the parking lot, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I will do this. I will do a good thing for once in my life. I will turn around and I will do the right thing. I will collect these items and turn them into the courtesy booth at the Kroger store. So I turn around, drive back. The stuff was still there. You know, it had only been like 2 minutes because I just almost driven out of the parking lot and almost driven back, or did drive back in. And so I went, I picked up the items and went to my car and fucking started and drove off!
Say what?
Actually, I didn't do that. I thought about it. And I still think I might have if it was like a purse and a phone. I might have at least stolen the money. Let's just be honest. I probably would have stolen the money. Well, I don't even know if I would do that.
Would somebody put this retard out of his misery?
So it wasn't. It turns out it wasn't a purse. Turns out it wasn't a cell phone. It was actually a Nintendo DS. You know, and the purse was the case. You know, they had like a zip-up case that had a bunch of games in it and stuff. Okay, now it's making a little more sense, because it was, you know, in the top of the purse, so they must have had their kid in the purse, and kids are being a loud asshole and distracted the parents, and they were rushed and they just forgot about it and they left it in the carriage. All right, I got this whole scenario playing out in my head now. So I'm examining it, and I happen to notice on the back there's a couple of little labels. You know, one like has this kid's name. You know, someone used a label maker and printed out the kid's name on the back of the Nintendo DS. But also right underneath it, you know, there was another sentence that you really couldn't read because, you know, it obviously had been there for a while, and the paint. Or, you know, the ink, if you will, from the label had rubbed off, and so if you're shining it the right way in the light, you can kind of see what the letters and numbers and things on there were, but you know, it was a struggle. So I look at it and I can see, you know, it says, you know, if lost, call this number. So I was able to make out the number, and I gave it a call and got in touch with this woman, you know, let her know that I'd found it in the parking lot and that I was going to leave it at the courtesy desk at the Kroger. And she was, you know, very thankful. Why isn't this guy turning? Why aren't you going? Why aren't you going? You can make it through there. He's got all the room in the world. So she was very thankful, very appreciative that, you know, I was doing the right thing. Get off your phone and drive. I don't know if you can see that. That's awesome. Very appreciative that I was returning her items, and that's it. That's basically the end of that part of the story. So I tell my friend this. I tell her that you know, what I did. You know, because I'm feeling good about myself. I'm like, hey, I just did a good deed. You know, this is a good thing. And, you know, give myself a little pat on the shoulder. Let my friends know, I'm a good guy. Look at me doing a good thing. And so she's like, you know, congratulations for fucking being a human and doing the right thing, doing what's considered common courtesy. I'm like, common courtesy? I don't consider this common courtesy. I mean, maybe just because I'm an asshole. And this is where I need your input. You know, maybe it's because... Whoa! Jesus. Maybe it's because I'm just a fucking asshole. I don't consider that common courtesy. I mean, that's... I think most people would just fucking take off. I think most people are going to leave it there and leave it as someone else's problem. I think most people would probably just fucking drive away, because that was the stronger instinct of mine, was to just fucking drive away and let it be someone else's problem, because I don't need to be bothered with this shit. I don't need to take time out of my day to do good for other human beings. Fuck that.
Stop whining.
It's just not in my nature.
Stop it!
So I guess my point is, you know, is this actually just common courtesy, and I'm just a fucking asshole? I mean, I know I'm just a fucking asshole. I just wonder how big of a fucking asshole I actually am, because I seriously don't think most people would have gone out of their way to return the item. Let me know what you think. What would you do in this situation? Would you, I mean, seriously, would you have just walked away? Or would you have stolen it? Or would you have gone the extra mile and returned the item? You know, I mean, even if there wasn't a phone number on the damn thing, I would have done the same thing. I would have brought it into the store, and I would have given it to the courtesy desk.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if that is... I'm just wondering if that's common. I mean, everyone likes to think they're going to do the right thing. But honestly, I had to talk myself into doing it. I seriously did. I was actually driving away. I was halfway out of the parking lot when my conscience got a hold of me and drew me back. I'm like, you know what? Some fucking asshole that is like I used to be. I mean, I used to be a much bigger asshole than I am now. Without a fucking doubt. I mean, I was so much of an asshole when I was younger. I'm still kind of fucking half that asshole now, but...
You dumb asshole!
I'm just wondering if this is actually considered common courtesy to do something. I wonder what most of you would do. So, leave a comment and let me know, what would you do if this happened to you? Till next time, see ya!